Hi Rajesh, good
Hi,
morning.
sir.
Are you
Yes.
ready for the second topic now? An activity guide. Yeah. Please share your screen and go ahead with your.
Okay. Today I will explain about how to assign the dimension members.
Okay, carry on.
Click the navigator and click on dimensions and click on drag. Click add siblings. Alias. Numbers. Okay. Say. As you can see, I already created here some dimensions. As how you assign it, you by clicking on action. This is the option for assign axis, or we can click on here also, and we will click on here. As you see, users or groups. We will click on here for add user one. I click on here where you can have three type of options where you read, write, and none. We can click on different these options depending on our requirement. For the one or for a group of members, you can say click on here. Our members are child for childs or descendants. By adding here, we can access to only that group of members or child members. Click here for add. Search here and close. This is how we will access to the dimension members. Give access to the dimension members. Define valid intersection. Uh, Click on application and click on valid intersection. And I will show you how to create valid intersection. We will create these are the system generated valid intersection by default, and click on here to create. First we will give title one. We will give add anchor dimension account and add dimensions entity. Then we will click on here for add rules. Then we will give click on here edit, and depending on our requirements we will give, click here. Okay, click here. Okay, and save and close. This is how we will create valid intersection. uh, we can edit, duplicate or delete these valid intersections, whereas system we can only duplicate them. We cannot edit or delete them system. How now I will explain how to set up data management. To set up a data management, first we need to require is to create application, FCCS application. Without creating any application, we cannot set up data management. Click on setup, import format. This is the application we created it by the FCCS, and this is the one I added it by clicking here for add. Then I created it, and we will give the depending our requirements. I will give nominate data, file delimiter pipe. After that, this is the metadata I am going to insert. As you can see, we will, depending on the metadata, we will arrange it here. We need to arrange it for here, mapping here. Account 1, entity 2, the moment dimension 3, and so on. And click on save. After that, we will click on location. Already created here. In order to create a location, we click on here for add, and after that we will give the name and import format. Previously we already created it. When you click on here, it will show it to here, and we will click on here import format, then save. Then we will able to create location. When you go to workflow and data mapping, we will click here, location. This is the location I specifically created. I click here August, and OK. Click on here. This is how we will create a location. Then only we can create mapping. And for account, already created it. So, and for the entity also. After creating mapping, we will click on node role, and we will click on here option add. After that, you will here we will give name, import format that I created it, and file name, and click here upload and choose file. This is the file I am going to upload. Click here and click OK. After that, we will click refresh, and we'll click here for execute, and execute the target. Click here for run. OK. As you can see, data load workspace and import file, and we will click here for validation. It will validate and export from here and check here also. After that, we will close. We will click on close. Click on rules. And we will click on consolidate. launch. What type of entity we give and create and scenario and year. In while creating in data management, we created a location now. That data we will have to give here and click on here launch. After launch, we will go to data. We click on data status. We are able to view the data. This is how we will work on. Okay. But importing the data from the files and copy and clear the data. Okay. We will click on application, click on overview. When you click on here, action here, we can see import data, export data, copy data, and clear data. We click on here for import data and click on here for creation. And what type, this is we will need to know location or index. If it is a location, it will directly import to our local machine. Type comma delimiter, tab delimiter, or others. I will click on tab. And what type of file we need to import, we will click on here and directly import it by clicking on here. This is how we will import the data from here. Let's copy data. Click on create. We will give the specific scenario here and the scenario where we need to copy the data. And the scenario data will copy in this scenario data. Yes. And click on this is how we will use in create the copy data. And when you click on here and create, we need to know what type of data we need it to clear, regular data or override data or rate data. By depending on our requirements, we will create and what type of the scenario we need to clear the data. We will give here entity and data movements and data gaps, and multi gaps and intercompany movements. All this data is given and that specific scenario will be cleared by clicking here run. How to create forms. Click on navigator. We will click on forms. I will now show you how we will create forms. This is a system inbuilt forms and library and click add. Yes. After that, we will click on here for create new forms. Description, this is for your convenience. layout. We will go to layout. Then create row account and column period here, and also we need to give in point of view, we need to give the what type of scenario we need for a requirement while creating the forms. This is, and we will create here for save. After that, these are the grid properties, dimension properties as smart view options and validate rules. Depending on our requirement, we will click on these options. In other options, we can able to use dynamic variables. Or in business rules, here we can use business rules from here also. We will see view. Click here for preview. This is the text form I created: account, year, and period. We will click on here, forms. Assign access to the forms. When you click on here, we can in same, and when you're giving in the dimensions, we here also we will give assign access, read, write, none, or groups, different what type of groups we need to give. Read, and click here, add. Successful. We can this is how we will give the access to the forms. We can also give here also forms access. We will get same procedure already showing to. Hello, Sweta. Sweta?
Yeah,
Completed it.